right, guys, I am back. I am so sorry for coming back so soon. I thought it was going to be when I actually got the, what is it called? The other foundation I talked about. They're selling it in Sephora. I had planned to go get a sample of it. It is the, what is the name of it? It's slipping my mind. Shiseido, that's right. I had planned to do a sample, if they give it to me, the sample of the Shiseido in Sephora to try first, because it is quite pricey. I had planned to do that one, but instead, I know I said I was going to be a little bit more picky about the types of foundations I choose. But I was in the grocery store today after I dropped my daughter off. Oops, sorry. I was in the grocery store today and I found this foundation. It did say new on it. I wandered off into the aisle with the makeup and stuff like I usually do. That was a mistake because I saw a Covergirl foundation. Let me zoom in so you can see the name of it. All right, so it is the Covergirl Healthy Elixir Liquid Foundation, and I'm just gonna read, read from my phone. All right, now on the website, it got 107 reviews. It says, hydrate your skin while keeping it looking flawless with Covergirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. Finally, a hydrating vitamin-infused formula for beautiful, buildable coverage that glides on smoothly for a flawless look. So here's another flawless claim. This liquid foundation is infused with vitamins E, B3, B5, SPF 20, plus a special antioxidant and vitamin complex. Now this is a drugstore foundation, Covergirl. Give your skin a health and luminous glow, part of our Vitalist Healthy Elixir family. Now if you guys already know about this foundation, I'm sorry I'm late to the game. It does say new on the bottle, so it is new for me. This is the shade range here. Let me zoom in. Hopefully it will focus. Give it a minute, give it a minute, give it a minute. So this is the foundation here. Foundation shades here. So yeah, those are the shade ranges they do show on the website. Let's see. They don't break it out so I can read it like this. They're getting really, overall, they got, it looks like they've got 1, 2, 3, 4.25 stars out of 5. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and try this. And the only reason it interested me is I like the bottle, it's glass. That's not the main reason, but because of the healthy elixir claims that it makes about the vitamins, the SPF, and this is a grocery store brand. So this is something I figured I could spend my coins on and see if this compares to the more expensive foundations I've bought. So I want to go ahead and try this on. I did get the shade Classic Tan. Classic Tan. I didn't see too much of a shade range going on. Let's see. I'm trying to see how many shades they claim to have here. Let's see. It doesn't say. Let's see. It's looking like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It looks like 14 shades right now, and I've got what's called the Classic Tan shade. Let me see. They have something called Tawny, which might have been me, but I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this on my face, and I can always return it. I have the receipt. I wanna make it work for right now if it doesn't. So let me go ahead and shake it. I did prime my face with the No Problem Primer. So I did that prior to getting on. I'm going to use a beauty blender. I haven't used a beauty blender in a while. So, and I do need to, hold on. Here we go. So I'm just going to dab a little bit of this, and let me get my mirror. I have not used a beauty blender in a long time. I forgot. Now I don't know if this will oxidize or not. But so far this classic tan is looking like it could be the one for me. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit more on the sponge. And it says buildable, so, and as you guys know, I don't really conceal my eyes or anything else very often. I will only do that if I am really going somewhere where I need a more, you know, more coverage because of dark circles I might have. And I'm going to pull you guys in. This is a change from me using the rough brushing motion that you guys are used to seeing. This does not claim to be matte, and it really doesn't claim to be dewy. And again, for those of you that are interested, this is what they're calling classic tan. And it looks to be my shade. Again, I'm not sure if this is going to oxidize or get darker as the day goes along. And I'm going to put a little bit more under my eyes since I don't conceal. I try not to use too much under my eyes. And I do have to be gentle under the eye area. Don't worry, I am going to zoom in. I do want to go walking for exercise, so I will be wearing this when I do that. So let me zoom in for everyone. Just making sure I've blended this well. Coverage is medium for sure. It is not, you can still see the darkness just a little bit here. And it is buildable, they're saying. Oh my. All right, so I'm gonna put a little bit more here and see what happens. Putting it on my sponge directly. Maybe here as well. It is not drying down really quickly or anything like that, because again, it is not a matte. We've got a little bit more coverage here. Let me zoom in. The coverage is medium. This is the type of coverage that I need. I don't need a full coverage matte. And just looking, I do like so far the way it feels and looks on my skin. This is my color. I am gonna do a wear test. Okay, so I'm not gonna do what I do with the brush, and so let me go ahead and swatch this on my neck so you guys can see, and I will stand up. So there it is. And I'm going to rub this in a little bit more. So it's pretty, to me, it looks pretty much like my shade. To me it does. I don't know, you guys let me know your thoughts. I'm putting the excess on this area I need to cover a little bit more. Let me know your thoughts about what you think the coverage looks like, if it did what it needed to do for me and my skin. Let me know also if you've tried this. But I am going to do a wear test. I think this does go on nice. It's thin enough to where it feels like I didn't put anything heavy on my face. I am not going to do a full comparison to the higher end products that I've just chosen. There's really no need. They both have different they're different types of foundation to do something different. Like one is matte, this is not. Let's see what else it's saying that this claims to do. Give your skin a health and luminous glow. And I would say that that is true. The only thing is, I don't know, should I have gone darker or not? I have no idea, but we will find out what happens with this foundation as I wear it. I am going to try to check in at maybe the 2 to 3 hour mark and let you guys know how it's looking. But for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and put on the rest of my face. Yeah, this is not full coverage. You have to build it for sure. Let's see, anything else? Okay, there are people saying, what's up with the shade range? They love the foundation. But anyway, so let me go put on the rest of my makeup. It's going to be very light, and I will come right back to you. All right, guys, just a quick check-in. I am in regular sunlight, and downstairs in my house. It's 1:24 now. I'm just checking in to let you guys see what this foundation looks like. And you can hear my kitty. Let's see. What is it, kitty? Yeah. Anyway, so I don't think she has too much to say. So yeah, everything is looking good. No creasing. I have not been out walking in the sun, so that might have helped. Kitty, you're not going to be on YouTube. So that is that. I think it looks great. I might have found myself a new favorite for drugstore foundation. All right, guys, I am ready to go. I did go ahead and do the rest of my face. I did use a light gloss on my lips. I've used this before. It's by Make Lip Gloss. This is the shade. And the shade name, I can't see, there's no way, but this is how it looks. Let me go ahead and zoom you in. And just to let you guys know, let me let this focus. This is the look of the foundation. I did want to let you guys know, my stomach is making odd noises. That's not what I wanted to let you guys know. But what I wanted to let you guys know was that I did use my Argan Wear by Physicians Formula. It is a translucent powder. It does have argan oil in it, so they say. And so I like using this. It's got a good smell to it. It's got fragrance to it, so that's not good. But let me let this focus here. And it's not. So this is my look. Oh no, it's having problems focusing. Here we go. And so this is what it looks like right now. There is no creasing, and this is with the powder on it. I really do like the way this foundation looks. My favorite drugstore foundation so far is it's the Infallible Wear, whatever the brand name is for that. But that, is it L'Oreal or Maybelline? I think it's L'Oreal Infallible. Is it? Yeah, so let's just see how this, actually, I really like the packaging on this, the glass, but let's just see how this new Vitalist Healthy Elixir in the color 760 compares to the other drugstore foundations that I have. It does make claim to have these vitamins in it and be healthy for the skin, or healthier for the skin. It says lightweight full coverage, so that's what they say. Lightweight full coverage makeup, hydrates, includes complex of SPF, vitamins, and antioxidants. Something else that's interesting that you guys might want to know, if you do have oily or oil prone, even combination skin, it does say oil free. This is actually made in the USA, by the way, but it does say oil free. Again, for those shade twins, it's 760. This seems to be my shade, and I'm not sure if this will oxidize. Even if it did, it wouldn't look that bad. So I'm gonna go on about my day. It is, looks like my phone is ringing. Why does it? It's not. My phone is hooked up to this, to my wrist. My what do you call it? My activity watch. It's hooked up so I can see when I get a call. But I'm not sure why it's saying that. It doesn't appear I'm on a call. But anyway, I'm going to wear this try to wear it for a full 6 to 8 hours. It doesn't say anything about how long this makeup should last. It does not say that anywhere where I can see it on this bottle. It is now 9:42. I actually probably got finished with this makeup around 9:35, minus the talking. So again, this is a new to me anyway, drugstore foundation. It is from Covergirl, and I don't have very many Covergirl products, so this is good. This is good that I'm trying this out. So again, I'll see you guys later. I will probably do a halfway or a third of the way check-in, and get back to you and let you know my thoughts. For right now, I think it looks very good, especially with the powder on. All right, guys, I just wanted to check in. I had to come back home and get something. I didn't have what I needed for the post office, so I had to come back home. I put it on at, I already forgot, I think it's been about 2 hours, no, maybe an hour and a half. So this is what it looks like, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this is the lightest feeling my lipstick has worn off, lip gloss has worn off, the lightest feeling foundation that I have tried. Let's go ahead and look. Now, I'm not seeing anything of concern. It almost looks as if I don't have anything on. And I know I still have the foundation on. I don't see my pores in here. Of course, I put no Problem primer on before, which is probably helping. There I go with my texture on my skin there. In the hot weather, my skin usually does that. But right now, I'm gonna say that this is holding up really well. It is my shade for certain. It has not oxidized to the point of looking too dark for me. It was just right when it went on, maybe just a tad, half a tad lighter, because they do have a darker shade that looked like it would have been my shade as well, one shade darker. But this is looking exactly like my skin. It is, now I'm not gonna say as far as flawless, you can still kind of see peeking through my little imperfection here, my little mark. You can also see that there a little bit. And I have a dark mark here. But for the most part, it is a lightweight foundation, just like they're saying. It is very lightweight. My skin does not feel itchy. Let me do something to see if I can see it transfer. I need to get something. Usually a piece of paper will do. I hate to use this. Yeah, the makeup's still on. Let's see if it will. See that mark there? So yes, the makeup is still on. It's so lightweight that it doesn't feel like I have anything on my face. So 2 thumbs up so far, but I will do another check-in a little bit later. All right, guys, I am back. It has been a little over 5 hours, and honestly, I do not feel that I need to keep this on for a full 8 to 10 hours. I really do like this. It's got a little bit more dewier look to it, simply because the oils have started to come out of my skin. I am going to go ahead and let you guys look at everything. I'm not talking right. Look at everything closer. You can see here, there's oils here and here and a little bit here, but it's nothing that looks bad and nothing looks cakey. You can see the lines on my forehead look the same. I don't smile a lot, so my smile lines aren't deep to begin with, but this line here, nothing happening here, my chin, just a little bit of oil. The main places, the main places around the T-zone and chin where people do tend to have the oils come out of their skin during the day and evening, that's what you see, but it's nothing really bad. I think that this has stayed on very well for a drugstore foundation. Again, it is the Covergirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir. Mine is in the color 760. I do feel real good about this foundation. It is so light, so light. It feels like I have nothing on my skin, but you can tell that I do have a little bit of makeup on. I think because whose skin looks this good? It's gotta be makeup, right? But other than that, it doesn't look like I have a lot of makeup on, and it does look like it could be my skin. I have good skin. I could possibly have even toned skin, even though I don't. But that's what it looks like. I mean, it evens out the tone and color of my skin. You do not see a lot of my blemishes unless you get really, really close. This is a lightweight, buildable, light to medium coverage, depending upon how you apply it. Now, I usually, lately I've been doing, applying foundation with a brush. I used my beauty blender this time around, my damp beauty blender, and it did very well. Now, I'm sure that if I used the brush, it would have covered this a little bit better, but I didn't want that type of coverage. I'm gonna go ahead and blot using my blotting papers here, and let's see how it looks after I blot. Again, this is about 5 or 6 hours. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm using my mirror to look. It is transferring a little bit onto the blotting paper, but that's to be expected, especially when the oils do come out. But it's nothing like what some of the foundations have done as far as transfer. So I am going to go ahead and zoom you guys in now that I've blotted, and I'm also going to put translucent powder on to see how it salvages itself. This is what it looks like after I blot. And now I'm going to use my trusty translucent powder from Argan Wear. Physician's Formula, I'm sorry, I said Argan Wear. Where's my, there it is. And I'm going to use my fluffy brush, e.l.f. fluffy brush here. And when I use a sponge, of course, I tend to be less heavy-handed at applying the foundation, which I felt I needed, especially after reviewing the last foundation and the one before that, where if it's matte, I tend to be heavy-handed. Now this is what it looks like. Uh-oh, my phone's ringing. I'm gonna get this. Be right back. All right, I'm sorry guys. So yeah, I put on the translucent powder. I put a little bit more on while I was on the phone. And I am going to, well, I already used this. I was just experimenting. I used this lip liner with the gloss I already had on. Let's go ahead and zoom in. So that's what I've done there. Comb my eyebrows. I'm just cleaning up. And then what I'm going to do, I want to see how this powder acts, or this foundation acts with highlighter. I have the Hollywood Bronze and Glow by W7. And I'm going to go ahead and put this highlighter on my cheeks, and let's see how that looks with this foundation, because I did not put on any highlighter before I left you all from the first application of the foundation. Put a little down the bridge of my nose. Side. So this is what it looks like with the highlighter on. This style of palette for this face palette, this Bronze and Glow palette, it is looking almost like trying to look like a dupe for a Charlotte Tilbury pair that is bronze and highlighter. This bronzer, of course, is not dark enough for me, but I did see this in TJ Maxx. Didn't know about Charlotte Tilbury's look of hers, but bought this because both of these could be used as a highlighter on me because of the glittery or shining properties. They could both be highlighters on me. So guys, that is it. I do like this CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. It looks like this has been out for a long time. I'm just new to it. This foundation has been out for a while. So I did like the vitamin and SPF that they talked about, so that's why I'm trying it. I really do like this foundation. What I was comparing it to, sorry guys while I look for something here. Yeah, another drugstore foundation that I was comparing it to is the Infallible Wear by L'Oreal. And that's this here. In that shade I am, what shade is this? In this shade I am, wow, are you serious? I don't even know what shade I am in this. 510. So I am shade 510 in the L'Oreal Infallible, and I am this shade 760, which is their classic tan, in this CoverGirl Elixir. So this actually is it for right now. Stay tuned for a few photos. They actually just look like the rest of the photos I've done so far for these reviews, but stay tuned for a few close-up photos. This is the final product with everything on, and I am liking it very much. I am going to probably keep this foundation. As far as the, oh, I keep forgetting this, Shiseido, I ended up finding out that they do not sell it in store at Sephora, but online at Sephora. So with that said, I'm going to just have to, when I'm ready to purchase it, I'm gonna have to go out there and purchase it online. I'm not going to be able to try it on or do any sample or anything like that. The next thing that I might do, however, is maybe pair up on one side of my face the Charlotte Tilbury matte foundation, the airbrush foundation that she just released with the Fenty Beauty matte that was out way before hers. So I think I might want to put one on one side, one on another, using a damp beauty sponge. Let me know if you guys are interested in seeing the comparison of Fenty Matte versus Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush foundation matte. Let me know if you're interested in seeing that. If you guys don't respond, I'll figure out if I'm going to do it or not. But if you're interested in seeing that, let me know, or just let me know what foundations you're interested in me trying out, whether it be powder or liquid. So I will go ahead and let you guys go. Enjoy the photos. Nothing really special, but at least you get a close-up of my skin with the foundation. And that is all I have for right now. Have a good one. Bye.